Hey everybody, my name is Kevin Llamos, and on today's episode we have Aguascalientes, Mexico, Christmas edition. So let's get started. Hey, welcome to Aguascalientes, Mexico. This place has a very special place in my heart. For those who are curious, Aguascalientes stands for hot waters, for the hot local springs in the area, right? But yeah, the local population is about 1 million people in the city itself, right? So not too populated, just a perfect amount of people, right? But as you can see, they go all out with the Christmas lights, the Christmas ornaments, the events that happen throughout the city, right? On your right, you can see the Aguascalientes sign, a must if you're visiting the area, right? Almost every city has one. And on your left, you'll see the Coca-Cola Christmas tree. Perfect place to hang out. But before we continue this tour, I want to take you from where it all begins. Let's go. Everybody, so I'm walking right now Madero Avenue, which is one of the main avenues here in downtown Aguascalientes. It takes you from east to west, right where downtown begins, right when it ends. It actually, at some point, it changes to Calle Carranza, which is where all the clubs are at. But yeah, here's where all the lights start. Here, Madero and Zaragoza Street. So yeah, check it out. All right, so the local time is 10 o'clock right now, and it's kind of hot. It's like, I think 70 degrees, 60 maybe at the coldest. And my cousins, all my relatives here, they say it's cold. I'm like, it ain't cold. I'm actually sweating with it. So that's how nice the weather is here in Mexico during this time of year. You could be fine without this. I could take this off and I'll be fine. It ain't that cold here in Aguascalientes, Mexico. And right here at Avenue is actually where all the shops are at, restaurants, clothing, whatever you want to find. You can find it here in downtown. But this is like the main avenue. You can see, once you keep walking Madero, you will hit Plaza de Armas, which is the main city square here in Aguascalientes. As you can see, it's highly decorated. You'll see some lights falling into infinity. There's a water fountain there with the city square column, right, with an eagle, as you will see very soon enough. But yeah, it's very gorgeous, very spectacular, the light show here in the city square, right? They go all out, as I mentioned earlier. But yeah, so it's a great place to take your friends, family, you yourself. And also excuse the chipmunk noise. I had to speed up the video so you can see a little bit everything quickly, right? As you can see, there's a cathedral, there's a Coca-Cola tree, and there's the eagle I was telling you about right there on the column, right? Unfortunately, this year there was no ice skating, right? In the past, there have been ice skate rinks there, but not in this year. But yeah, so they play live music there. They play music just on playback, Christmas songs. Bring out the Christmas spirit. You can see right there, Feliz Navidad. Right, there's the tamales oaxaqueños. There's the Aguascalientes sign. Right, great place to hang out overall. And as we keep touring the downtown Aguascalientes area, you will definitely find yourself with some delicious elote, corn on a cup, whatever your preference is. Right, if you come here, corn on a cup is called chasca for some crazy reason. It's just the way it is right here in Aguascalientes. People like to be unique. But yeah, right there was the cathedral, as you saw. And then on your left side right here, you will see the famous Teatro Morelos, right? The famous Morelos Theater, where they do have some live performances every now and then. So definitely check that out if there's a performance going on right there, right? But yeah, so next to the theater on both sides, left and right, you will see a patio and a garden called Jacaranda. Right, patio and garden. So a great place to hang out, to enjoy your corn on a cup, right? And also a cup of coffee. Right there's a coffee shop right in front of us, as you can see. So to warm yourself up with the extreme Aguascalientes cold weather, right? And on top of that coffee shop, right, you can see there's a nice patio up there, right? But yeah, so this is Aguascalientes, right? And if we keep exploring, right, going back to where we started, right there's the government palace. And you will see an orb there for the Christmas. Great place to take pictures overall, right? You will find some people dressed up in costumes, as you will see in a second, right? Just keep in mind, it's for tip. So if you want to take a picture with them, make sure you ask how much they charge before you take a picture with them, right? But yeah, so enjoy the city while you're here. Alright everybody, so here I am at the main square of downtown Aguascalientes, also known in Spanish as Plaza de Armas. And right here you will find the cathedral, And all the historic sites pretty much. The government palace right here. And then as you can see, there's vendors here. You can find tamales oaxaqueños, corn, cob, Mexican style. You know how it goes. I'll put you a picture right now so you can get an idea what it is. Delicious, by the way. You should try it. And like also, you'll see people selling churros and fruit in a cup, which is delicious, with salt and lime and tajin if you're into that. But yeah, it's very peaceful. It's pretty alive right now. It's by the time 12 o'clock, there's a lot less people. It's pretty much dead. 2 o'clock for sure dead. Nobody here. The lights are still on, so if you want to take some cool pictures here at that time, I recommend it. If you come later better, because right now it's pretty packed here in downtown. But it's peaceful. It's safe. Nothing to worry about. I know Mexico's known for crime in the past, but at least in this area it's pretty safe, so you won't feel any danger. You can walk here in the downtown area pretty much any time at night. I've been here the latest 3 o'clock in the morning, just me and myself being crazy. Especially on a Friday night, because the clubs, they stay open until the clubs and bars, they stay open until like 2 o'clock, 3, maybe the latest, the max. And you'll find pretty good spots here to drink. You know? Drinks are cheap, especially if you take dollars. Myself, I come from California, so I'm like, dang, that's like, $5 for one drink, and then they put all this snacks for free included. That's awesome. So, but yeah, so this is the main square. So I've been told that the Christmas lights start early December, and they end pretty much after the 6th of January, which is the day of the wise men, or Reyes Magos, as they say here in Mexico. So there's actually 4 events celebrated here in Mexico, which is 12th of December, Day of the Virgin Mary of Guadalupe, and then you have Christmas, you have New Year's, and the Day of the Wise Men, the Reyes Magos. So after that, the lights are gone. That's what I heard. It's my first time here in Aguascalientes during the Christmas season since 2010. So it's been quite a while. So that's why I definitely wanted to come to Mexico to celebrate Christmas, New Year's, see how it is. Last year I celebrated that in New York area, but now I'm in beautiful Aguascalientes, Mexico. So take a look. All right, so heading around the cathedral on the right side. That street is still Madero, but then it converts to Venustiano Carranza. So this is the street I was telling you about, where you will find all the bars, the clubs, all that good jazz on the weekends. That's the place you want to go if you want to party here in the city. At least in this part of town, there's also another part in the northern side called Colosio, where you'll see a lot of bars and upscale clubs and whatnot. But here's the more historic side if you want to still stay in the historic area. Alright, so right now I'm walking Venustiano Carranza, the avenue I was telling you about earlier. So I hear a lot of restaurants, a lot of coffee shops, clubs, bars, especially Friday nights. The bars tend to open up pretty much through the weekend. The weekend here starts unofficially on Thursday. So from Thursday night until Sunday night, there's a lot of party going on here in Aguascalientes, Mexico. And as you can see, there's a lot of traffic right here, so it's best to park in the downtown area and walk towards this area. So from this area, it takes you to what is known as Jardín de San Marcos, the Garden of St. Mark, which is a beautiful site. You will see in a bit. Couples tend to hang out there and do their romantic things there. And then you'll find kids selling flowers to the couples. So everybody tries to make a living here. It's kind of like New York. You see people doing performances, selling food, doing stuff like this, selling whatever things they can make, whatever things they can sell. You'll find lots of arts and crafts here, like that table right there. And I love it a lot. And then there's like souvenir shops right here, so you won't have any problems finding souvenirs in this city when you're walking on this street. You can find also local candies here. What's really popular is like mazapan, which is like a peanut powder snack. And also when you're walking here, people don't like to give preference to the pedestrians, so be aware. Cross the street at your own risk, as they say, right? But yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. Like I said, coffee shops, bread shops. You can find conchas, which is a Mexican pastry here, really good. Other pastries as well. So yeah, stay tuned for more. All right, so as you can see, it's definitely loud here in this street. So because of all the clubs, bars, all the action going on the weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, even Sunday. Sunday's still a party scene right there, right? Throughout the day, it's very innocent. Coffee shops, bread shops, but at nighttime, it's the party life. Right there, where you saw right now, Barrio Santo. There's actually a club inside that bar that you know. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's hidden. They have a magic way to getting in. So, but it's not a secret. It's not something exclusive, right? But as we keep walking, you will see one of my favorite bars right there called Pandora. So they have live music. It's chill. It's not too much of a club where you dance like crazy. There's parking garages here. They charge pretty good prices, around 13 pesos an hour starting. Just keep in mind what time they close. So you don't want to leave the bar and have your car locked in the garage. So you don't want to go home and take an Uber. Well, unless you need to, right? Drive responsibly. Don't drink and drive, obviously. But yeah, explore the nightlife here in Aguascalientes, right? You won't regret it. You'll have a great time. Drinks start around, I want to say about $4, the cheapest, and up to $10 at most, unless you want to go way upscale and get Don Julio, right? But if you get the most affordable tequila out there, you won't spend too much for your money. So, but yeah. So as we keep walking, you will see right here El Jardín de San Marcos, the Garden of Saint Mark. All right, so right now I find myself at the Garden of St. Mark. So yeah, couples come here, sit down, hang out. During the day, it's also nice. At night, it's gorgeous as well. It's a peaceful stroll here. So I want to say this is the closest thing to like Central Park, but in Aguascalientes. Here's where you escape the city, just chill, and then it's peaceful. It's really peaceful. You'll see squirrels here every now and then. There's a lot of vendors here selling, all kinds of things. Particularly a thing called a jicaleta. So as soon as I find a translation for jicama, they make it into a popsicle, and you eat that. You snack on that. And there's also jicama in a cup, and then people that sell fruit cups here. And then, as I mentioned earlier, kids that sell roses to the couples here. It's hard to deny the kids, right? They're just trying to make a living, right? But there's the kiosco, as they say it in Spanish here, not Costco, kiosco. Yeah, so right there, it's like a little roundabout. Hang out there, get on top. It's open. They play some music there. Last time I walked here, they were playing some Christmas music for the season. And then one thing you should know is that they close this part, I think, at 12. So they kick everybody out. They got to close it because they got to preserve it. Keep it nice because people will, mess the plants up, graffiti, whatever. So yeah. And then once you pass the Garden of St. Mark, you're in the area known as San Marcos, which is, next to downtown Aguascalientes that way. And San Marcos actually has a fair, international fair as they call it. That's been going on for over 180 years, if I'm not mistaken. And it used to be originally, according to my father, right here in this garden. So this garden, this area right here, well, I'll show you in a bit, is the fair, and now they expanded it. It's just hard to contain. A lot of party people here, because that's what it is. It's like party, drinks everywhere. They have bullfights, they have cockfights, if you're into that. And then, yeah, so that's for the next episode. But for now, we're going to focus on Christmas, the winter season here in Aguascalientes, Mexico. So anyways, enjoy the rest of this show right here in the garden. All right, so once you leave the Garden of St. Mark, you're in the Barrio of San Marcos. All right, so this is it right here. On the weekends, there's always all these vendors here, stands, selling food, all kinds of food. Tacos, hot dogs, burgers, pancakes. Yes, pancakes at nighttime. I know, right? But it's delicious stuff right there. They have different flavors. You can choose how to customize your pancake, right? But you can never go wrong with the tacos. As you can see right there, freshly made right there on the spot, right? And these places won't make you sick. So if you're having that doubt, it's pretty sanitary. They have their own sinks. They have their own people that collect money only. They don't cross-contaminate and whatnot, right? So yeah, have yourself some tacos. Enjoy your stay here, right? If you feel more comfortable at a restaurant right across the street, as you can see, there's bars, restaurants. They sell tacos too and micheladas. So if you don't know what a michelada is, pretty much a tomato drink with beer, right? And it's delicious from what I've heard. I don't like beer myself, but check it out. Judge for yourself, right? Before you discard it. But yeah, so this is the Barrio of San Marcos. This is where the fair gets really, really crowded in April. But right now it's pretty good. Not crazy, not too intense. And this is the famous Plaza de Toros I was telling you about. So where they have the bullfights right there in April, during the fair, April, May. Beautiful structure, very, very nice place to be, right? But yeah, so this is it for now. Kevin Llamas, checking out. Stay tuned for the next episode. Take care, y'all. And before you leave, please subscribe if you like this video. I appreciate your support. Subscribe, give it a like, share the video, and thank you for watching. Take care, y'all. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.